Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Thursday, March 7th, and I'm going to be analyzing the pound US dollar, starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top-down analysis. So on the pound dollar, I still think this is very likely to grow into a nice big uptrend. I still think it's very likely to eventually take out these highs, most likely go up to one of these higher Fibonacci extension levels before we do make a bigger push to the downside. So let's take a look at it on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I still think this first push up is a 1. I still think this looks like three ways down for an A, three ways up for a B, and then a downtrend for a wave C. Higher high wave B, higher high wave C definitely fits the characteristics of a running flat wave 2. If that is true, then that means this would be a wave 1. This would be a wave 2, and it would just keep on going up to make that wave 3, eventually making that wave 4 and wave 5 like I was showing on the monthly time frame. So taking it down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, I mean, it's definitely making nice and positive movements up. This correction on the pound really wasn't very deep, but I mean, it still looks like a 1. It still looks like a 2. I still think there's a pretty good likelihood that this is going to go up for a wave 3. Now, I do have my Fibonacci retracement on here because if it does make a big impulsive move down at a fib level, then we are definitely going to have to reevaluate this, and I may even end up calling this like a 5 wave leading diagonal wave A and a wave B, and then going back down for wave C. But unless the market actually proves that it's doing that by making a big impulsive move down at a fib level, I would definitely still be looking for longs because it seems more likely to me that this should turn into a wave 3 and it is not a wave C. So let's head down to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, definitely looking for longs. I think this is more likely a 1 and a 2 right here. We're in the middle of a wave 3, which is actually part of a wave 3 on the higher time frame, so a wave 3 of wave 3. Now, I think there is a pretty good chance this is going to continue to make higher highs, higher lows. We're at the 78%, but that doesn't really necessarily mean anything. I mean, it already made a pullback. I mean, maybe it'll make a little bit of a bigger pullback, but I do think overall it's going to make higher highs, higher lows, and just keep on trending up, hopefully in that wave 3 of wave 3. So unless this thing actually goes up and then goes down and breaks structure to the downside, makes that 3, 4, 5 shape, makes a Fibonacci bounce, makes a big engulfing move to the downside, this is the only thing right here that's actually going to turn me into a seller. Otherwise, I am definitely looking for longs on shorter time frames. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, I mean, if you just focused on going long at the end of every single one of these pullbacks, you probably would have made some very, very nice profits over the last week or so. And really, this already made 1, 2, 3 ways down. It's already got a 61% fib bounce. I really wouldn't be surprised looking across the board, especially at the euro dollar and some of the correlated pairs, if this actually did end up going down again and it ended up being like a ABC correction or something, and then later on ended up continuing the uptrend. We do have to be aware that it could end up making a bigger correction, but whether or not it just keeps on trending up from here, or whether it actually does continue down again and before it actually goes up, really doesn't matter for me because either way I'm going to be going long, and as long as it doesn't start to break any significant structure to the downside, I am definitely going to continue to go long for the continuation of what I am hoping is a wave 3 on the much longer time frames. So don't forget to join my free Discord channel. The link for that is on the screen and in the description. Thanks and happy trading.